Hi everyone, how was your day today? I hope you're fine. I am one of the students from the class AFT 1083L1. My lecture name is Nadia Bendi Norden. Today, I'm going to present about my assignment for subject AFT 1083, Microeconomic. My topic for this assignment is Consumers' Understanding of ST and GST in Malaysia. But first of all, let me introduce the group member for this assignment. Okay, we start now. First, I'm going to talk about the introduction. The Goods and Services Tax (GST) is a value-added tax levied on most goods and services sold for domestic consumption. The GST is paid by consumers, but it is remitted to the government by the businesses selling the goods and services. In effect, GST provides revenue for the government. The government will reintroduce Sales and Services Tax (SST) to replace the existing tax system. Both SST and GST are consumption tax. The SST is a single stage of consumption tax, while GST is a multi-stage of consumption tax on goods and services that were levied at stage of the supply chain. Second, I will talk about the causes. The main reason the government imposes taxes is because of the economic problem scarcity, choice, and opportunity cost. It's because Malaysia's economic resources are limited to meet the unlimited human wants. In this case, the government's scarcity is a shortage of resources, which is a lack of revenue. This is because existing government resources such as direct taxes are not able to meet the needs of the people as Malaysia's population grows. The reason Malaysia implemented the SST tax is because it reduced cost of doing business. SST is a single tax stage that charges only once at production time. This is also coinciding with the government's goal of increasing foreign investors coming to Malaysia. This narrow tax base will encourage foreign investors to make business in Malaysia because of less issues about tax. For the third, I will talk about the good impact of GST and SST. Experience from other countries has shown that the GST system is a good system for a better taxation system in Malaysia. So, GST now gives a fair impression to all working and non-working individual. The encouragement that the government has given individual provides as a crystal clear understanding of the potential of this GST in the individual's socio-economic life. Next, for SST, it is making individuals wiser now financially savvy. Individuals are able to forge collaborative efforts with various parties to enhance their own productivity. It helps many people to redefine their financial management practices to be more organized and more comprehensive. Next, if there is good, it must have the bad, right? So I'm going to talk about the bad impact of GST and SST. With the introduction of these tax breaks, the rising cost of individual living cost puts them at a disadvantage to making tax payments. Individuals have to bear the burden of multiple payments solely to meet the demands set by the government. Individuals feel a great deal of pressure as they have to live their lives to the fullest. The decision made by the Malaysian government to redesign the tax system to the current state of the GST system has implications for national economists. This is a bit of an economic gap. The change in the tax system makes netizens say that there is something that has a great impact on the country's economic growth and that it does not stimulate society. The last but not least, in conclusion, we all know that the SST is 10% for sales and 6% for services, while GST standard rate of 6% are forms of a consumption tax, in which SST is a single-stage tax while the GST is a multi-stage tax. GST has drawn quite a bit of flack over the years, and public opinion is generally that GST has caused prices of goods and services in Malaysia to go up without the country seeing significant benefits to the additional tax revenue collected. So, depending on the SST coverage, consumers could be paying the same or slightly more for certain items. Overall, the tax burden will be reduced, and that is the overall increase in disposable income for consumers. Basically, GST tax system is more transparent, efficient, effective and business-friendly. Looks like we've come to the end. I hope you can understand the content of my presentation. That's all from me today. May we meet again. Thank you for your cooperation in listening to my presentation. Goodbye.